In this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 hacks on how to hit your step target every single day, every day of the week, every day of the year, so that you can burn fat and reach your fat loss goals with seamless execution. My name is Niam, and over the last few years, I've lost 50 kilos, and now it's my mission to help as many people as possible lose weight, get fit, get healthy, and become their best selves. I've recently started a fat loss phase in my physique development journey, and I've hired a coach, and one of the benefits of having a coach is that they just tell you what to do and you just have to execute with blinkers on. And he's given me the target of hitting 9.5k steps per day. And to be honest, in the past, when I've been maintaining, or even if I've been trying to lose weight by myself, one of the things I'm always not as consistent with is my steps. For some reason, if work gets busy or I procrastinate throughout the day and I need to catch up on work, I'll always let the steps slip. And it's always that one thing that I always just like, oh, it's fine, like 2,000 extra steps. But if you think about doing 2,000 extra steps every day for a year, that's still gonna be an extra 50 calories burnt every single day of the year. And so it does compound and allow you to burn a little bit extra fat, which could be the difference between you achieving an okay physique versus you achieving a great physique in the time frame that you want. So that's why it's pretty important, if you want to lose fat, to hit your steps consistently, because it really does make a big difference. If you get into the habit of not hitting your step target, it reinforces this belief that you are someone that doesn't hit their step target. Whereas if you can shift it and get those wins and you keep the commitments to yourself to hit your step target, then you eventually become the type of person that believes that they hit their step target, and it feels almost effortless afterwards. Since I've had a coach recently, it's really allowed me to push a little bit more, squeeze more out of my day and get more steps in. I still have work to do, I still have other priorities, and it's reminded me of the hacks that I used when I did lose 50 kilos to make sure that I hit my steps every day. And so these are the 5 hacks that I recommend to anyone to implement into their daily life in order to get their steps and lose fat. So number 1 hack is to get 3,000 steps in every single morning as soon as you wake up. If you have a step target of 10,000 steps, 12,000 steps, even 15,000 steps, if you can get 3,000 to 5,000 steps first thing in the morning, it's going to take a massive chunk of steps out before you've done anything else, which means that the load that you're putting on yourself to achieve later in the day when things come up is going to be a little bit easier. So eating that frog, getting those 3,000 steps in first thing in the morning is such a good habit to get into, because you're taking a massive chunk out of it. And there's another benefit to this as well. If you get some sunlight and you get your steps in first thing, you're gonna sleep better as well. If you're getting some sunlight in, it means it's going to activate the cells in your body by stimulating your circadian rhythm, and that means at night your cells know when to shut down and they get that signal at the right time. So not only do you get loads of steps in the morning, but you also help regulate the different bodily functions that you're doing at the right time. So there's a double win there. 2, schedule in when you're going to walk. I literally did this today. When I planned my day the night before, I wrote into my calendar when I was going for a half an hour walk. Something that I also do is, if it's a half an hour walk, I'll add 15 minutes to it just to give myself that buffer time. This is a good tip for any scheduling that you're doing. But if you are scheduling time into your calendar, always give a bit of buffer time so that you don't feel that sense of stress when you're going about your day, because you always have a little bit more leeway when you spill some oats onto yourself, or you have to take a phone call that you weren't expecting. You've always left that leeway throughout your day so that you don't feel that sense of pressure, like, oh, I need to go do this, I need to go do this. It means that you can go about your day with a sense of peaceful focus, which is powerful, because you're probably going to be able to leverage more out of your brain if you're able to do that. Anyway, that's a bit of a digression. But scheduling in the walk into your day is so powerful, because you've just blocked out time to go for that walk, and it means that you're not fumbling around trying to fit in a walk when you know, okay, this is when I'm going to do a walk and I'm going to get it done no matter what after I've done X, Y, and Z. Another hack that I really like is to habit stack meals. Habit stacking is this idea that you stack the desired activity, in this example is walking, with a pre-existing activity. I always like to do it with meals. There's 2 benefits to this. One is that if you walk after a meal, you're going to lower your blood sugar spike. So you're going to lower the amount of insulin that you need in order to remove the glucose from your bloodstream, which means that you're going to get a lower leptin strike afterwards, which means it's going to make you feel less hungry. But the other thing is that you just feel a bit lighter if you walk after a meal. It helps digestion. The other thing is the lifestyle walking hack. So I like this one because it integrates quite seamlessly into your life. So whenever you're parking somewhere, whenever you're going somewhere, always think about ways where you can get extra walks in. So in the gym, in between sets, can you walk around? Funnily enough, this has happened in the gym a few years ago, where I always saw this lady who was lifting every time in between her sets. She would just pace around the gym. I was like, that's a good idea. And you end up racking up an extra 2,000 steps. So it's a really powerful way to get more steps in. But whenever I go grocery shopping, I always park in the most cornered parking space. And then I can walk that little extra bit and get more steps in on the way to the grocery store. Another hack is if you're taking an elevator or an escalator, don't do that. Just walk the stairs, because again, it's just extra steps and you'll burn extra calories if you go uphill. So 2 benefits there. And then finally, and this has been a bit of a life changer, especially in England when the weather's really crap, is getting this little walking pad. So this walking pad is a small little treadmill, and it goes up to a speed of 6 kilometers per hour. So not that fast. And you can literally walk on it, and you can take phone calls on it. And it's just an easy way when it's dark, when it's cold, when it's rainy. You can jump on this thing, and it's just a bit better than walking around the house. That's it. That's 5 hacks to get your steps in every single day in order for you to burn fat consistently. If you found that useful, then check out some of my other videos in the series. I'm solving 100 fat loss problems in 100 days. Until tomorrow, peace and go get it.